Hello, YouTube. A funny thing, a very funny thing just happened to me. It's a funny, peculiar, not funny, haha. I want to get this on record, so please bear with me. It's the middle of the night. I fell asleep listening to podcasts a few hours ago. Not sure exactly when. It's now about 4 in the morning. And I fell asleep with my clothes on, and then I woke up from a dream. And, well, an odd dream. In the dream, I dove into the sea from a great height. Um, so I think that officially qualifies it as a bad dream. When I dream about the ocean, it's not good. It's scary. Well, when I woke up, I was still under the water, so that's not a good dream. Anyway, in the dream, I think I was in Africa, and as I dove into the water, and this is what makes this linguistically interesting. As I dove into the water, a word came into my mind, a word that I might have never heard before in my life. And when I woke up, I still remembered the word. And this is the funny thing. I have no idea what the word means. Maybe this is just my brain kind of inventing the word from what little I've heard about sub-Saharan African languages, which basically restricts itself to YouTube and South African music. Anyway, I'm going to try to pronounce the word. To me it sounded a little, and I hope you'll forgive the rambling nature of this video, but this is a very strange thing which has never happened to me before. Number one, dreaming of a word that I don't know and remembering it after I wake up. And the second, well, you'll see, bear with me. The word was something like ndebele. Now, so it was something in the throat, and then like a b, like a b or an and then debele. So debele, 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 debele. Now, what I'm doing with my throat, I have no idea what that is. I don't think I've ever pronounced this sound before in my life. You see, as a linguist, when I woke up, the first thing I did before I even put my glasses on, I was blind basically. I went on Wikipedia and I did a phonetic, like I tried like different pronunciations of this word. I found nothing. I tried to spell it like NGDEBELE. I didn't find anything. Like ndebele with a velar nasal, but you see what I'm pronouncing here is not a velar. It's further back. I don't know if it's a uvular. I'm not very well versed in these consonants. Like, okay, here's here's the funny thing. Like I gave up and I went, you know, to the bathroom, you know, wash my face, and I looked into the mirror and into my bathroom mirror, and I pronounced this, and I was totally struck because I had never pronounced. I don't know if I've ever pronounced this in my life before, like or or now what the fuck is, I'm sorry, excuse my French, what the hell am I doing? What is this? I mean, is this, I tried to analyze it, like if I say or what is that? Like, you polyglots, what am I doing with my throat here? What does this sound like a sound you're familiar with? Like like, to me it's kind of weird because if I do, sorry, this is hard to pronounce. It's a new sound for me. I mean, this must be a strange phenomenon, right? You have a dream and then you wake up and you're able to pronounce something that you don't know what it is. Okay, hold on, I need to clear my throat for a second. As you can see, the sound is pronounced back and towards the throat. So what is it? Okay, it's not a velar, right? It's not not, it's not not good. It's not a velar consonant. Now, it feels like some kind of plosive. Now, what am I doing here? Let's try to analyze it for a second. If I do that, it feels to me like I'm actually doing what's called a uvular nasal, followed by a uvular plosive. I can't, it's very hard for me to determine what I'm doing because I'm not very experienced with those sounds. They're in the back of the throat. So it's like I have no muscle memory. Like, I don't know exactly what my body is doing there. Like, let me try again for a second. Like, if I go I can feel a nasal first because I feel the air coming out of my nose. That's why I put my fingers over there. So it feels to me like I'm doing a velar nasal plus a nasal plosive, which is coming out sort of voiceless, you know. If this is true, I might have learned how to do overnight in my dreams, which would be the strangest thing in the world because I have a very hard time with this sound. Usually. Then I tried to pronounce it voiced, like but when I do that, it feels to me like I'm doing it further, even further in the back, like it's very strange. I don't know what I'm doing here. Please forgive the rambling nature of this video and the very the very small possibility that anyone without a background in phonology, I'm sorry, in phonetics or in language learning will ever find this even remotely interesting. But this is very strange for me. Number one, dreaming of doing this as a result of a dream. And number two, doing a sound that I'm not even sure what it is. And that if I've ever heard, it's rarely. Most of the languages that I'm acquainted with don't even sound like this. Like which sounds sort of uvular, but when I try to do like a voice, like if I say now that to me sounds like it's even further back in the throat. Like it doesn't sound or feel uvular. I might be wrong. You know, maybe to your ears that sounds just like a voiced version of doing. But to me it sounds like a very like in that word like okay. Linguists, phoneticists, polyglots, language lovers, and the very strange people out there who might even find this interesting. What kind of sound is this? What am I pronouncing? When I say see, it's even hard for me to do. What is this? What kind of sound is this? Have you heard it before? In what language? I realize that I've done two things here. Pronounced two different sounds tonight. One of them is. I'm sorry, that's not it. Which is two sounds in a row. Sorry, I sound like I'm choking. It's hard for me to pronounce these sounds. And the second one is which is slightly different. Like in the word, magical, dreamtime word. So, what am I doing? And thanks for listening to me ramble for over 10 minutes about a sound that is in a word that may not exist, that came to me in a dream, a bad dream, about diving into the ocean off the coast of Africa. Thank you very much. I look forward for your comments, and by all means, thanks for watching this very strange video detailing this very funny, very peculiar thing that happened to me in the middle of the night. Thank you. Talk to you soon.